From chaos to control, the power of discipline. That phrase became reality for Christopher. For most of his 20s, his life was scattered. He bounced from job to job, never sticking with anything long enough to build momentum. His apartment was a mess, his bank account constantly near zero, and his health spiraled because he skipped workouts for weeks at a time. Christopher lived in constant chaos. Every day he felt like he was trying to catch up, but never getting ahead. The turning point came when he realized this problem. It wasn't because of bad luck or lack of opportunity. It was because he lacked discipline. He made a choice, no more excuses. He created a daily routine, committed to showing up at the gym, built a budget, and cut out distractions. It wasn't easy, but as the months passed, his life transformed. His health improved, his finances grew, and he finally felt like he was steering the ship instead of drowning in the waves. Discipline took Christopher from chaos to control, and it can do the same for you. This video is called From Chaos to Control, the Power of Discipline. And let's be real, if you're tired of feeling stuck, scattered, or out of control, this is your wake-up call. Discipline is a tool that gives you control over your life. Without it, chaos runs your days. With it, you can actually take charge. But listen closely. Watching this video isn't enough. If you want results that actually last, you need accountability and a proven strategy. That's why I created my private coaching program where I work directly with men who are ready to stop drifting and start building. If that's you, click the first link in the description or the pinned comment below and join today. Now let's break down the 5 powerful ways discipline takes you from chaos to control. Point 1. Discipline brings order to your time. One of the biggest reasons men live in chaos is because they waste their time without even realizing it. Hours vanish into distractions, scrolling, binge watching, or hanging out aimlessly. The problem is, your time has no order. Your life has no direction. You stay busy but accomplish nothing. Discipline fixes this by forcing you to value your time. It makes you prioritize what matters instead of letting distractions dictate your day. With discipline, you start seeing clear times for work, training, and rest. Suddenly, your schedule isn't random, it's intentional. Time is your most valuable asset and resource. Once it's gone, you can never get it back. Average men throw it away like it's endless. Disciplined men protect it like it's gold. That difference compounds massively over months and years. Think about it. 2 men each have the same 24 hours. One spends his evenings wasting time, and the other disciplines himself to build skills, train, and grow. After a year, they live in completely different worlds. Chaos thrives when time is wasted. Control comes when discipline directs every hour towards something meaningful. Point 2. Discipline eliminates excuses. Excuses are the fuel of chaos. They sound like I'm too tired, I'll start tomorrow, I don't have time. Men convince themselves these are valid reasons, but in reality, they're just comfortable lies. Every excuse delays progress and keeps you stuck in the same cycle. Discipline eliminates excuses because it removes choice. You don't ask, do I feel like it? You follow through regardless. That's what creates stability. When you stop negotiating with yourself, you build momentum, and momentum gives you control. Without discipline, every excuse feels like a good reason to quit. With discipline, excuses lose their power. You show up no matter what. That builds consistency, and consistency builds results. Think back on your own life. How many times have excuses robbed you of progress? How many times have opportunities slipped away because you didn't push through discomfort? The disciplined man refuses to live in that way. He knows excuses are poison and he cuts them out before they spread. Chaos loves excuses. Discipline destroys them. And when excuses are gone, progress accelerates. Point 3. Discipline strengthens your finances. Financial chaos is one of the biggest stressors that men face today. It keeps you up at night, limits your options, and holds you back from living the life that you want. But here's the truth. Most money problems don't come from lack of income. They come from lack of discipline. Plenty of men make decent money, but they stay broke because they can't control their spending. They buy things that they don't need. They live for short-term gratification and they never plan for the future. That lack of financial discipline traps them into chaos. Discipline brings order. It forces you to track where your money goes, budget wisely, and save consistently. It makes you resist impulse spending and think long term. Over time, that creates financial security, and financial security gives you options. It gives you control. Christopher experienced this. He was always broke until he disciplined himself financially. He started budgeting, cutting waste, and saving. Within months, the stress lifted. He no longer lived to paycheck. That stability gave him confidence and freedom. And let me tell you directly, if you're struggling financially, you don't need more random side hustles. You need discipline. That's exactly what I help men build inside my private coaching program. If you're ready to stop stressing about money and start building real financial control, click the first link in the description or the pinned comment below. Chaos with money destroys men. Discipline with money builds freedom. Choose wisely. Point 4. Discipline builds mental control. Chaos isn't external. It starts with your head. Most men live with undisciplined minds. They overthink, procrastinate, and let fear dictate their actions. Their life feels out of control. Discipline fixes this by training your mind. Every time you push yourself to act despite of discomfort, you strengthen your mental control. You prove to yourself that you're not at the mercy of feelings. You're in charge. That mental toughness carries into every part of your life. Here's why this matters. Life will test you. Stress, setbacks, and unexpected challenges will come. Without mental discipline, those things knock you off course. With it, you adapt and keep going. Think about it. The disciplined man doesn't crumble when things get tough. He doesn't freeze under pressure. He stays focused, stays steady, and pushes forward. That's the difference between chaos and control. When your mind is disciplined, external chaos doesn't faze you. You stay centered because you can handle whatever comes your way. Point 5. Discipline redefines your identity. The most powerful transformation discipline creates is identity change. In the beginning, discipline feels like effort. You force yourself to wake up early, to train, to budget, and to stay focused. But over time, it stops feeling forced. Discipline becomes part of who you are. This is where chaos ends permanently. When you see yourself as a disciplined man, you no longer question whether you'll follow through, you just do it. Discipline stops being something external that you try to add on. It becomes your identity. And here's why that's powerful. Identity drives action. If you believe that you're lazy, inconsistent, or average, your actions will reflect that. But if you believe that you're disciplined, consistent, and reliable, your actions will line up with that identity every single day. Christopher's transformation wasn't just about habits. It was about identity. He stopped seeing himself as a man trapped in chaos. Through discipline, he became a man in control. That's why his results lasted, and that's why yours will as well. Control defines men who build discipline until it becomes who they are. So there you have it, 5 ways discipline takes you from chaos to control. It brings order to your time, eliminates excuses, strengthens your finances, builds mental toughness, and redefines your identity. But remember, just knowing this won't save you. You need accountability, structure, and the guidance to make it real. That's why my private coaching program exists. If you're ready to step out of chaos and take full control of your life, hit the first link in the description or the pinned comment below and join today. Discipline is the line between chaos and control. Decide which side that you live on.